Hello and welcome to the QC Skits podcast, episode, Tanisha Kempson, so 3. I'm your host, president of QC Skits, Lorenzo Walton. I'm joined as always by comedian and secretary of QC Skits, Covert.
I'm here, but I resent the implications.
And across the table from him is Janae, aka Normal Girl on YouTube. How you doing, Janae?
I'm okay today.
And across from me, can we get a drum roll, please, for our guest and our permanently impermanent fourth chair? We have Jay McKinney, treasurer of QC Skits and photographer extraordinaire.
Woo!
Whoop whoop.
Okay, so
Thank you.
He shrugs. This is.
I said thank you.
Okay, you're too quiet for the podcast.
Very
Thank
quiet.
you.
Stop. Calm down. So my script actually locked on me, so I need you to just tell me the passcode.
I'm not gonna say it on the air because I'm very lazy. Don't want to
You
change
can change it afterwards.
Yeah, just make it 000.
Very lazy.
Okay, so
I can't change it to what it already is, Lorenzo.
our first segment is we update everybody on QC Skits. We had a meeting.
We're back.
Semester started. What'd you guys think of the meeting?
I thought it was very exciting, very productive.
Mm.
We got a lot of good stuff down the hatch. We should be able to provide a video a week for almost the entire semester. So.
Almost the entire semester.
I don't know about that. You are dreaming real big. But I was happy to see the turnout was a lot of people, a lot more than I thought. I was excited to see everyone's beautiful faces after a long summer.
Jay, what do you think of the meeting?
It was good. It was good. A lot of familiar faces. That was about it. Nothing new.
Nothing.
Nothing
no.
new.
We had a couple intruders. We had Maddie and Kempson.
Yeah, Tanisha's boyfriend was there. Kempson
Kempson's
graduated.
Trying to boss us around.
Tikwa showed up and said, "By the way, you'll never see me again."
Yeah.
She
That
sure
happened.
did. She did. Why did they come?
Gonna have to cut that out. Okay, let's go to our next segment, headlines. This is where we all brought. You guys know what the segment is. It's the 3rd episode. Keep up. Who's got a piece of news they want to say first?
I'll go first because I always do, and I've probably got the most exciting. We're going to be we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift. She just dropped her first single from her upcoming album. I don't know the exact date for the album release. Is it next month or at the end of the?
It's not August. It's probably September.
Yeah. Everybody is shook over it, mostly because it's a very bad and ugly song. Very ugly. I don't know who produced it. I don't know who wrote it, but it's hideous. And as I was looking up for this news story to talk about, they said Taylor Swift was cloned. What do we think about that?
How do you sneak that into the conversation?
Because it's important.
It's very
Okay,
important.
think about it. Taylor Swift was out of the limelight for a very long time. She released her album, she went on tour, and then nobody was seeing her around for a long time. They would try and sneak pictures of her and her ordinary boyfriend, but she wasn't around. And now she's back. She said the old Taylor is dead in her new song. Is she a clone now, like Avril Lavigne?
Maybe
Like Gucci Mane?
Gucci Mane wasn't cloned.
He was most certainly cloned.
No, that's
This
man's just a
is-
workaholic.
Where did the ice cream tattoo go?
This is a very interesting, and it holds a lot of weight until you realize that cloning scientific advancements have only gotten us to the point where we can clone a baby that will have the same genetic makeup of the person. So they got to grow up in 20 years. So we won't see a clone of Taylor Swift for another 20 years.
What I think is more likely that could have happened is Taylor could have just shed her skin because she's a snake.
A reptile.
Yeah.
You're right.
So the old her, metaphorically and literally, is dead.
One day they'll go into her apartment and find her
top 5
crusty
snakes.
skin.
Top 5 snakes.
Let's go with KD. KD's definitely a snake.
Katy Perry?
You said KD and you said Katy Perry?
Katie did? Katie did?
Kevin Durant.
So
Kevin
lost
Durant, he
for a
left-
second.
Do you know who Kevin Durant is?
Yeah, he
You watch
plays
sports?
golf. Who next?
Yikes.
The snake that ruined all of humanity, according to Genesis.
What was his name?
Never
Did
read
he
that.
have a name?
I think it was like Samuel or something like that.
Satan?
No,
Oh, and who's third?
Dr. Luke. Snake.
who's Dr. Luke?
Yeah, who's
That's the one that messed up Kesha's whole career.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, I would say garden snakes. for my end.
Yeah.
That's a 4
Just-
for me.
Common garden snake.
Common garden snakes. Not
You're
a big
right.
fan. Not
You're
a big,
right.
They're everywhere when you think about
And
it.
people say, "Oh, they're not harmful."
It's like, how do you know?
It's a lie.
Come on now. Why are they in my garden then?
Right.
You're right.
Shouldn't be where they aren't welcome.
You know what? Let's leave the 5 up to the audience. Leave in the comments below.
Who's number
We're
5?
going for 5.
So we didn't really talk about Janae's Taylor Swift story whatsoever. It kind of took a twist. And it was a terrible twist. So, Jay, what you got?
Honestly, it's gonna get cut out.
Okay, can I just say you're very wrong about cloning, Drew, because
Oh, shit.
the
She's got a
government hides
scientific
a
fact.
lot of shit from us. Aliens, Pizzagate, cloning.
Ooh.
Jay.
The government is actually the one who made the decision that cloning research shouldn't be
Yeah,
explored
on the surface, Drew.
Yeah,
So you think they're secretly?
What'd they do under the hatchet?
of course.
We don't know.
I mean, yeah, the
don't know.
CIA does shit like that. They
Exactly.
legalize psychedelics and then take random homeless people and force them to eat LSD.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, you're catching up.
Right.
What a good day to be homeless.
Honestly, Lorenzo just spat on me.
I didn't think Jay was talking this episode. What news story do you have?
Mine is on the Charlottesville fiascos.
I'm
The,
ready.
Good times, good times.
Yeah, it was, apparently a white nationalist leader turned himself in.
Great guy.
Yeah, great guy. You know.
Shouts
Apparently
out to him for turning himself in.
yeah. He, I guess, pepper sprayed some people and used some tear gas. You know, regular shit. and yeah, he turned himself in and said he's gonna normalize racism and then like profit off of that somehow.
Okay.
So I mean, guy's a visionary.
Yeah,
All this
Honestly.
great business venture.
because racism is in. It's
It
in.
is.
It's
It's
hot.
back.
It's popping.
Mm-hmm.
Really
Trendy.
is.
Clicking out there. All right.
It really is.
Wait, so what did he turn himself in to?
He turned himself into a CEO, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Making money moves.
He turned himself into the police, and then he
As what, a racist?
as a criminal. He assaulted people. That's assault.
So how does
Yeah.
he expect
But how
to
did it make
grow-
money? Maybe
yeah.
in the jail?
Oh, I don't know exactly how. I guess we'll see in the future. He obviously got big plans going on, but yeah, he just said he wanted to normalize racism. You know.
And profit off of it.
Yeah.
I mean, anything's a business nowadays. So I can see Fugg Nickers on a shirt.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
But
On a
maybe
shirt?
bleep out one of the G's. Who knows?
Yeah.
Turn the
like the
C and fuck into a G, and then turn the G and
Yes.
to a
Are you
C.
Fugg
trying?
Nickers.
Are you trying to get a position there?
It says Fugg Nickers. Interesting. Someone copyright this.
Right. I don't see it happening.
It's a perfect shirt for people who hate black people but also can't read, and that's a huge circle in a Venn diagram. My
Yeah.
Pretty
friend.
much.
They go together.
Pretty much the
The
same
dyslexic
thing.
Very closely
racist out there.
related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a market that we need to tap. That should be our first T-shirt.
Honestly-
Go on QC Skits.
At first, it was a joke. I really think we could make money off of the shirt.
Probably
idea.
can.
Drew, what's your story?
My story is, this is something that definitely when you're listening to this podcast, it already happened. You're gonna be like, what the fuck are they? Who the fuck do they think they are?
Okay.
This is gonna be wrong. Blah blah blah. But Floyd Mayweather is going to fight Conor McGregor
Yep.
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I need to figure out a way to watch that. Do you know any way that we can watch that, Lorenzo?
You could probably go to McAdoo's across the street.
Let's go to McAdoo's.
Sports bar.
What's the price?
Sports bars.
Price for what? What do you ask me?
There's normally a cover for like huge fights. Like at Buffalo Wild
Ew,
Wings,
then
it's
let's
like
not go.
it's like $30.
You have to pay to watch their TVs.
Yeah, because I mean, it costs like what, like $300 to pay-per-view it.
I thought it was like $100.
Probably. This fight apparently was not doing well in sales.
Yeah.
Because who is Conor McGregor?
He's pretty
He's
famous.
a pretty
in there.
famous UFC.
Plus, they got the
fighter.
white versus black thing going.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm ready for that.
Honestly, I want to watch this because either Floyd Mayweather beats up this racist piece of shit,
Is
or
he racist?
Is he racist?
didn't he say he said some racist shit on the
I remember
promotion.
he
Called
said-
black people monkeys somewhere across the line.
Okay, but
Not in general black people, but you know, it's like
he's like only Mayweather. But I remember he was making fun of Mayweather for not being able to read, and I was like, I mean,
it's true.
He's right.
Or we get to watch McGregor probably cheat. That's probably the only way he's going to win, is he's going to
There's-
cheat and get disqualified, and then he gets to beat up a dude who beats up women.
On
So
Snapchat,
it's a win-win.
On Snapchat, there was like a story on like the over/under on different bets you can make on the fight, and I was like, oh, win lose, that makes sense. There's like 30 different categories of bets. So like if McGregor's gonna throw an elbow or not throw an elbow, if he's gonna walk around and dance during the fight. I was like, what a weird bet to make.
I'd bet on that one.
I mean, that's the only stuff that has any interesting bets. I mean, the actual fight, I mean, we all know what's going to happen.
It's true.
And then McGregor shocked the world, and we sound like fucking idiots.
Other than
Are you down to watch it at McAdoo's?
Hmm?
Are you down to watch it at McAdoo's?
White people.
It's a white spot. Plus, every time I've gone to McAdoo's, I feel like they've treated me like I wasn't gonna tip, so I'm not gonna go back there.
Then let's go to NC Tavern.
NC Tavern all
Did
the
you
way.
tip?
Let's fucking go.
Did you tip?
It was like one of those things where you're in a situation where they don't treat you like they deserve a tip, but then you don't want to prove them right. So then it's like, do I tip? So we did tip, but it was like they didn't come and fill up the water ever.
Ew.
I was there for 30 minutes before they were like, oh, do you guys want food? We were like, absolutely, yeah, that's why we're here.
I hate.
I asked because they gave me macaroni, or not macaroni salad. I ordered coleslaw. They gave me macaroni salad, and I said I ordered coleslaw, and they said, "Oh, do you want to change it?" And I was like, "What kind of stupid question is
All
that?"
right,
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't want this.
Now that it's here, I'm gonna eat it.
They also card everybody. That's just weird. I go to NC Tavern. They don't card me at all. McAdoo's, where's your
Maybe
ID?
we
What?
cut this part out.
What
What?
are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just kidding.
We spent too much time on that segment. What's the next one? Rants?
Check the script.
Check the script, my man.
Maybe
No,
if
didn't
you didn't
you
have
have-
a lock
Didn't you have?
on your phone.
Didn't you have news for the first time ever, Lorenzo?
No,
Yes, you did.
we're doing rants.
No,
Do
you
your news.
It had something that segued from Jay's, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to interrupt.
I was gonna do my.
Jay, what's going on? How's your life, man?
Yeah, Jay, you're here. Let's.
Why are you
fuck
trying to
the script.
avoid your
Fuck the
news,
script. Fuck
Lorenzo?
the script. Jay.
We're going to
All
get
right.
back
What's
to his
going-
news. I promise you that.
What's going on with
You're
you?
segueing the podcast in the wrong direction. My life is boring, Lorenzo.
Disagree.
So you just moved into a new spot.
Yeah.
I'm in Aspen.
You're with your dude. He's
Ew.
right there.
That's a weird way
Sounds
to put it.
very
My guy.
homosexual.
How's Aspen?
That's good. A lot of white folk
Ew.
polluting the pool.
Stank
Seriously, man,
booty.
they're out there every day.
His roommate is in the back, just like yes.
Because it's true, man. They're out in the pool every day, playing volleyball every day. How can you be this active?
Do they ever have like barbecues there?
Yeah, actually, we drove by to get here, and they're like sitting on the grills. Like that's how
What?
many people are out there. They're sitting on top of the grills.
This
There's
sounds like
4
a
grills out
party
there.
city. It feels like a great place to meet
Yeah.
people.
My roommates
you're
make me
white.
feel very bad because they're so fucking active. Like they'll go to the pool and hang out for 2 hours, and they'll go work out, and they'll come back and be like, "We're gonna play racquetball." Like, what the fuck? I've been sitting on my couch this whole time.
It's like it's only one day. How much do you need to accomplish?
Honestly,
Yeah.
Far, yeah.
Let's segue that into a rant. Yo, did you guys? We talked about
what's
it last
the
time.
most underrated TV show out there? Let's go with this.
Underrated
Horseman.
TV show?
BoJack Horseman's pretty good.
Well,
I
think
watched
they
that a
rate
few
it.
times,
They
and I
rate
liked it.
positively.
What about you, Jay?
Ooh. The 100.
Oh, yeah, I hate that one.
Yikes.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
good
go-
show, man.
I'm gonna go with the Eric Andre show.
Ooh, I was just watching Eric Andre interview hot Instagram babes.
Did you hear about the remake of 9/11 with an all-female cast of terrorists?
No.
That was one of the lines that he said at one of the babes.
Janae, it's you.
I don't know what the theme is. Like, are we talking about like what's on TV or on Netflix?
Everything.
Yeah,
Netflix is
anything.
TV
TV show.
shows.
Anything you watch with your eyes.
Can it be off air?
Yeah, sure.
Malcolm in the Middle all the way. Love that show.
That was highly acclaimed.
It's a very good show.
Actually, I was never a big fan of Malcolm in the Middle, to be honest.
It's fucking hilarious.
Is it really?
And I'm thinking of watching Breaking Bad.
I've heard they're not related.
They're not.
They're
no,
not
but
similar
the
shows.
dad is
there's
in
a
Breaking Bad.
Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, but it's not.
Is it funny at all?
Yeah, it's
Because
hilarious.
he
Yes.
himself
It's a comedy.
is Breaking Bad funny though? Like, is there parts that are funny?
Yep.
Because I love the dad, and I feel like he can't play a role without making it funny.
You're right. Absolutely
I
correct.
feel like you're being facetious. Let's go to the rant so I can do that.
Okay, give me the phone. Give me the script.
Sickening.
Oh man.
Can we talk about quotes that we want to get like
Tattooed?
that we want to get like out in the world, like people start saying? I'm trying to get
Drop
people
one.
to start saying sick.
That's not original.
That's
Like
not a
that's
quote. That is not a quote. That's an
Yeah, it's not.
expression. That's a word. That is
It's
one
just
word.
one word.
Expressions.
If you didn't already know, we are an irascible group. To give us all a chance to air our grievances, I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock and allow each of us to rant and lament about whatever we deem worthy. Who wants to go first? Janae, it is.
All right.
Do you have Pokemon Go downloaded on your phone?
I've never touched that.
I saw someone playing that the other day in the Union. I'm like,
Was
what
it-
the
what the
fuck?
There was a Pokemon Go club for like half a semester. I think they were like, no one's coming.
That shit was huge for that few
Died
months.
quick though.
I used to. It came out when I was living in California, and I just walk around San Francisco looking for.
It was crazy
Pokemon.
here over the summer when it came out. But now they're doing. There's a thing called Garfield Go, and there's like
I heard about that.
payout. I think I talked about it on the show.
Yeah, I think you did.
30 seconds on the clock, Janae.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You ready?
Yes.
And away we go.
I am sick of people using my weaknesses against me. Okay, if somebody knows what makes me sad, what makes me cry, what makes me anxious, what makes me like shook, and then they like use that shit against me, like, can you be a little bit considerate towards my feelings? Like, if I tell you, oh, I have really bad anxiety about people telling me I'm ugly or something like that, maybe don't call me ugly. I mean, that would kind of, you know, not bring up good thoughts in my head.
That is 30 seconds.
That was depressing.
Her rants always are.
Janae,
Yeah.
so yesterday at the meeting, I kept bringing up your panic attack. Was that part? Is that what you're talking about? That kind of
No.
thing? Thank God, because I continue
Me too.
to want to do
No,
it.
because it wasn't a panic attack. I keep trying to tell you guys this.
So I got a
was-
text saying, Janae is having a panic attack. Come help. And you were not saying words. You were incoherent.
Exactly. I was having
Here's what
the
happened.
worst trip of my life.
She had one hit of the weed that I smoke, and she had a panic attack. That is what she had.
A bong hit.
She had half a hit.
It
I
was
like-
not.
As if that justifies it. A bong hit.
Can I get amen?
No, a panic attack to me is a lot of crying. My body hurts, and I'm probably in the fetal position. But that wasn't
You were
me.
in the fetal position. That was you.
But
You
I
were
wasn't
said, I'm afraid of
crying.
the darkness. These are the words you said.
That's like
It
2/3
was
of a
a.
panic
It was
attack.
a
It
super.
was almost panic attack.
It was a very bad trip. Like I felt like I was on acid or LSD going on a bad trip in my brain.
That just sounds like lightweight syndrome.
Which I do want to do a video on it on my YouTube channel. So check it out, normal girl.
Don't you think you should take LSD before you say that was like LSD?
Well, weed isn't supposed to make you feel that way, right? Like I was
No.
literally in my
it
head
has some
seeing,
sort of psychedelic element, but it's nothing like
right.
acid.
It was like a kaleidoscope of life at that moment.
I
I'm
don't
not
believe it. I
kidding
don't
you.
believe
I'm
it.
not kidding you when I say this, y'all. And then I was in hell. I told you.
She said that.
I started feeling like I was on fire.
All right.
Where'd you get this weed from?
He was like, it was laced with acid, but.
I swear Drew was setting me up, but it's okay.
All right, who's next?
I think it's Jay.
Jay, it is. 30 seconds on the clock. Jay, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
And away we go.
My rant comes from the earlier conversation between Ewan McGregor and Mayweather. It's the whole
Did
fact
you
that
say Ian?
Let him go.
it's the whole fact that everybody keeps attacking Mayweather for his fact that he can't read. But you think, like, if it's been a couple of years and people are still coming at you for you can't read, you think he'd take some, like, summer classes or some nighttime classes, you know, just to fresh up on that so that can't really be an insult. So I just want him to go and get a higher education at this point.
Not even a
No.
higher education, a low education.
Yeah.
Just a bare minimum education.
That's 30 seconds.
That's true, though.
You would think just first grade level reading at some
Yeah.
point. Are you ready?
I want this to be a good one, Drew.
If it's good, I'm not going to go. So 30 seconds on the clock.
Make it shitty.
And away we go.
FCC is kind of bullshit. Let's be honest. Let's not kid ourselves. The fact that it's
Mm.
censoring what networks should get to say on the air, it's fucking what happened to free speech. Like, honestly, let the people decide. If someone's just showing like hardcore porn every day, I mean, maybe don't let your kid flip through the channels. Just say, hey, here, kid, don't go to that channel. Like, I feel like that's simple enough. People just got to be better with their kids. People are very shitty parents, and that's why we lose our rights, because of these shitty ass fucking cheapskate parents.
That's 30
You're
seconds.
right about that shit.
That is why we're losing, right?
Shitty ass parents. You know, but at the same time, I talk about this with my sister. Like, my 3-year-old niece knows how to navigate YouTube. She'll be watching fucking what is her name? Peppa Pig, and then get to like a serial killer video. Like,
Don't you make serial killer videos?
I do.
Okay.
But it's like,
You're part of the
girl,
problem.
It's all your
Can
fault.
you type? Can you write? Do you know how to spell? Like, how did she get to this part of
Because
YouTube?
because parents just like sit the kids in front of a computer and say,
And
just
then,
here you
yeah,
go.
leave.
They never make them read. They never make them like do shit that actually enhances your ability to survive in the universe. They just say no, just fucking be on YouTube all day.
Now, the thing that annoys me about the FCC is the fact that a lot of violence can very easily get through
Yeah,
it.
but the
then
moment you show a titty,
like a nipple, hide the kids.
And then shit that's very like hidden, clandestine, like conspiracy.
I don't know.
I don't know how I'm trying to say this, but like shit that's just wrong. Like, your child shouldn't be watching this. Like, what's that video? That's like claymation or something, and it starts off okay and then it like goes off crazy. My teacher showed it to me one time. But anyways, like, that shit is just weird. And there's videos of like serial killers literally killing people and planning to kill people in their videos.
I've watched
that's
so
on
many
YouTube.
suicide videos on YouTube. So I'm like, I wonder what that's like.
going back to the
Okay.
FCC allowing violence but getting flipped off if anyone says shit or whatever. I saw this comment on this porn website, and the guy said, "Great video, could use without the excessive language."
God.
Like,
Do you guys comment on porn?
no, I've never
No,
commented on
I
porn.
definitely make a point to read them.
I
Always.
always comment
What the fuck do you comment?
What?
because it's anonymous, so you can put whatever.
That's
I've
true.
started-
Wait, don't you have to make an account though?
Are you
Not
one
on
of the
my
people
sites.
that are like, come fuck me tonight?
No, I do. I started doing honest reviews, and I'm really proud of myself because I take it very seriously.
Can we see? Can we read some of them?
Yeah, let's read.
I don't
one.
know what, because it's like I do it on XNXX, so it's like it refreshes, so I don't know where the video is. I'm gonna start
Oh, I
bookmarking
hate that.
them. Yeah.
Hate that.
So I'm like,
Can't
how
you
do
like look up your comments though?
What do you mean?
Or you posted them anonymous? I thought you have to make an account. Can't you use your?
That's what I was saying.
There is no account on XNXX. It just says type in a username.
I never use
to post it.
XNXX.
Never
Get
heard
on
of
it, people. Get on
Wow.
I don't trust your taste in porn,
lose,
so
like-
I won't.
I use like 8 different porn sites.
it. That's too many. I
Yeah,
need
you
to
gotta
be
go
a.
above and beyond.
I need to be a
It's a
good
lot.
supporter of one,
Why?
Yeah.
because I want to see him succeed. If I stop watching XNXX to go to Pornhub, XNXX will shut down.
I don't think that's how it happens.
Lorenzo, 30 seconds on the clock.
Okay, got you. I got you.
Who's gonna say and away we go?
And
Let's
away.
Let's make Jay do it.
All right.
He's in my chair, by the way, people at home, and I've thought
I don't
about
think it's important.
kicking him out of the club for
Yeah, it's not
the
important.
entire
He
episode.
won't be back.
Won't be back to this podcast.
I don't even know what this part is.
You just press resume.
All right.
Hey, why don't you tone it
And
down
you
a
say,
little
and
bit?
away we go.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Lorenzo, go ahead.
But the
That
fuck?
wasn't
This is
how it's
terrible.
supposed to go.
supposed to say and away
so
we
my
go.
biggest issue, it's plaguing me at the
Go with
moment,
it.
is fucking Jay McKinney on our show. He doesn't know how to say away we go.
No.
He's not giving up the seat that
You're
has
right.
my name on it.
15
Right.
seconds.
Stop. You're ruining it. You're not supposed to talk in between a person's rant.
Amen.
I'm just so fucking confused as to why we thought it was a good idea to bring him. We could have had Chris Fitzpatrick. We could have had Cheyenne Boozer. And the episode would have just been so much better.
All right, that's time.
Ah, man.
Only problem is Cheyenne left QC Skits.
She
so-
did leave QC.
She
Skits.
did leave
She did
QC
leave
skits.
That's
My comment on your rant, you're
No,
right.
you
You made a horrible
No.
mistake.
It's a rant for a reason.